Good morning to all. This is Nagul Mira. Our subject is PPSC for first civil. In that, Unit 3, string handling and manipulation functions. Okay. So today's our topic is string handling and manipulation functions. There are different types of string handling functions. These all functions are built-in functions. Okay. If we use these functions in our program, we must use one header file, that is hash include string.h. Okay na? So all these built-in functions are available in our string.h library file. Okay na? So in yesterday last class we have discussed these all functions. Nothing will list out these all functions. So I am recalling again. Here there are some built-in functions are there. First one is strlen, string length. Okay na? strcpy, string copy. strcat, string concatenation. String strcmp, string comparison. strrev, string reverse. strlwr, string lower. strupr, string upper. Okay na? So these all are different types of built-in string functions. These all functions are available in our string.h. Okay na? Let me explain one by one now. Okay na? Now coming to our string len function. Here string len function is nothing but string length. String length. This function returns the length of the given string. Okay na? So this function returns length of the given string. It does not count null character, that is /0. Okay. So this function, what is about this function? This function count length of the string. For example, I am given string as Nagul, Nagul. String length function count how many characters are given. So Nagul, 5 characters. Okay. So the output is look like 5. The output is nothing but 5. So in this way, this particular string length function count the each character in the string. Okay na? So example program is, this is our header file hash include stdio.h. This is our another header file for string, that is string.h. Main function, in that main function char data type ch of 20. That means we can give 20 characters. We can give 20 characters here. Ch is my string name. Now I am initializing some characters. What are those? JAVAT POINT. POINT. So these characters are these all characters, nothing but string. These string stored into my one variable, that is the character data type. That variable is nothing but CH. Okay. Now printf, the length of the string is %d. Why %d is given? Here %d is given for the output is in the form of integer, nothing but number కాబట్టి %d రాస్తున్నామండి. ఓకేనా? Now here our function is strlen. strlen, where our given string is available ch. So these all given string is available in our ch. That's why strlen of ch. Okay na? So this program returns, okay na, these all count nothing but 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So the output is 10. Let me execute this particular program. So this program name is strlen.c. Okay na? Now open our turbo c. Yeah? Yes, open our turbo c. It will open after 2 or 3 seconds. Our program name is strlen. Remember that. Yes, open our program, that is strlen. Sets where it is. strlen. Yes, this is available. Okay, na? strlen. So this is my program. Same program discussed. Okay. So ch variable, that is the character type. It can store 20 characters. So I am given Java T POINT. Okay, this character, these all string is stored into my ch variable. Now clear screen. Now strlen of ch. What happened? Now execute. compiled, executed. Now length of the string is 10. Length of the string is 10. What happened here? So simply the length of the string is displayed. Okay. Length of the string is displayed. Now coming to our next function, that is strcpy. Okay. Na? strcpy. Here strcpy is nothing but string copy. String copy. This function is used to copy the string to one file to another file. Simply here file is nothing but here one string to another string. Okay. Na? So simply here string copy. String copy. There are two parameters are there: destination file and source file. Destination file and source file. So this string copy function is used to copy the source string into destination string. Source string into destination string. That means for example, string one, string two. There are two strings are there. String one, string two. There are two strings are there. For example, in string, I am given Nagu. I am given Nagu. String 2 is empty. Now, strcpy of destination file source file. So this function is used to copy the string to one string to another string. So I am given Nagul in string 1. strcpy function copy the string to the string 1 to string 2. That is string 2 లో కూడా ఉంటుందండి. ఓకేనా చూద్దాం. Now example is, this is my header file standardivo.h. This is my string header file main. In that char ch of 20, so it can store 20 characters. So java t point. So these entire characters, nothing but strings, are stored into my ch variable, that is string. Okay. Now I am defining one more empty string. So chr ch2 char ch2 of 20. So this is my empty string. And this is my empty string I am defining. Why? Because this string ch string is copied into my ch2. Okay, now using this function, that is strcpy of ch2 comma ch. Okay, now strcpy of ch2 comma ch. What happened here? So ch consists of some string. Okay, now using this strcpy, this entire string is copied into my ch2. Now where our copied string is available in ch2. Now printf value of second string is percentage s. Why percentage s? So we want to print copied string. That's why I am using this control string as percentage s. Okay, na? Where string is available ch2. Okay, na? Where the copied string is available ch2. Now here what happened here? ch consists of some string that is given by user. So this is copied into my ch2. Now ch2, what ch2 contains? Same java t point. Okay, now our output is java t point. Okay, na? Simply strcpy is copy given string one string to another string. Okay, na? Now execute this one also, strcpy.c. So my program name is strcpy.c. Now open this one. Okay, na? Yes, strcpy. Open this strcpy. Yes, this one. This is my program. Okay, na? So ch consists of this string. ch2 is my empty. strcpy of ch2 comma ch. What happened here? ch string consists of some string. This is copied into ch2. Now print ch2. What happened? Now compile and then execute. Okay, na? Java point. Yes, observe this one. Okay, now I am using clear screen. Yeah, okay, na? Clear screen. CLR, SCR. Yes. This is SHT. CLR, SCR. Now save it. Now execute it. What happened? The value of second string is Java T point. The value of second string is Java T point. Okay. Na? So initially Java T point is available CH, but this entire string is copied into CH2 also using this strcpy function. In this way, strcpy function is used to copy the given string into one function to another function. No, another one thing to another string using this function, that is strcpy. Okay. Now coming to our next one, that is string concatenation. String concatenation. What is the meaning of this? String concatenation. Here the function is strcat. strcat. Okay. Now, so string concatenation. Concatenation is nothing but combined. Concatenation is nothing but combined. So using this string concatenation, we can combine two strings into one string. Okay. Now, simply, what is the meaning of string concatenation? String concatenation function is used to combine two different strings. Two different strings. For example, I am given a string 1 in Nagul, in string 2 Mira. So using this strcat function, we can combine these two different strings. Those are Nagul Mira. So output is displayed as Nagul Mira. So Nagul is available in one string. Mira is available in one string. But using strcat function, we can combine these two different strings. Okay, that is the meaning of strcat. Now, example program is, this is my standard IO header file. This is my string header file main. Okay, na char, that is string ch, char ch, that is this variable can store 10 variables. That is initializing. I am initializing hello, hello. Okay, na? So in ch string is hello. There is another string, that is char ch2 variable. Okay, na? It can store 10 variables. I am initializing only one variable, that is c. That means ch string consists of hello, ch2 consists of only C character. Now I am combining these two strings using strcat. Okay, na? So how strcat of ch comma ch2. Now ch consists of hello, ch2 consists of c. Now these both strings are combined using this function strcat. Now printf value of first string is, I want to print string. Now combined string, I want to print combined string. That's why I am using percentage yes. Where this combined string is available in first string. Okay, now where this combined string is available, that is first string. Now first string. What is my first string? ch. Now I am printing ch. Now what is my output? What is my output? So hello c. Hello c. So these two are combined. Hello c. Okay, na? So this is the meaning of strcat. Now execute this one. Program name is strcat.c. Okay, na? Yes, open this. Open. What is that? strcat. Open. Where is there? Yes, strcat. Yes, now. Yes, this is the program. Okay. So first string consists of hello, second string consists of C. Now I am combining these two strings, that is strcat, ch, comma ch2. Now I am printing ch string. Okay, now what is my output? These two are combined. Now execute. Before that clear screen. Use clear screen. Okay, na? Yes. Save it. Now I'm executing. Yes, what happened here? Value of first string is hello C. Hello C. Okay, na? Now hello is available in CH. C is available in CH2. Now I am printing CH. CH consists of this. these two strings, hello, C. Okay, na? Once again, yes, hello, C. Both strings are combined. These both strings are available in our first string, that is CH. CH consists of these both strings results, that is hello, C. So in this way, strcat function is used to combine two strings. Okay, na? Now coming to our next function, that is compare strings. Okay, na? Compare strings. The function is strcmp. strcmp. So strcmp function is used to compare two different strings and return zero if both strings are equal. So simply, strcmp function is used to combine two different strings. Compare two different strings is equal or not. If these two strings are equal or not. If it is equal, it returns zero. Okay. If it is not equal, it returns not zero. That is one. Okay. Now coming to our example, this is my header file stdio.h. This is my string header file, that is string.h. This is my main function. In that so char str120 str220. So here there are two strings are defined. Two strings are defined, that is str1 str2. It can store 20 characters. Now printf enter first string. Printf enter first string. This is for only for message. Okay na? So get s of str1. What happened? So I am reading some string in. I am reading some string in str1. Now printf enter second string. Okay, this is for message purpose. So get s of str2. What happened here? So I am reading. I am reading some text into str2. Now, what happened here? So, at this point, okay, now, up to this point, I am reading two strings. The two strings are stored in two different strings, that is str1 and str2. Now, compare. If strcmp, what is the meaning of strcmp? strcmp function is used to combine two different strings and 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 return zero if those two are equal. Okay, now I am using one if condition here. If strcmp str1 str2 equal to 0, if these two strings are equal, it returns 0. Then it prints strings are equal, else that means str2, these both strings are not equal, this is executed. Strings are not equal. In this way, string compare function is used to compare two different strings and returns 0 if both strings are equal. Okay, now my program name is strcmp. Now execute this one. What happened, we observe. Okay, strcmp. So open where strcmp. Yes, open strcmp. This is my strcmp. Now what happened here? There are two empty strings are there. str1, str2. Okay, na? I am reading some text in str1 using getS. I am reading some text str2 using getS function. So I am comparing strcmp. Okay, now str1 str2 equal to 0. If it is equal, print strings are equal. If these two are not equal, strings are not equal. Okay, now so I am using clear function here. Okay, now CLR. Save it and save and then compile and then execute. Saved. Now I am compiling. Okay, na? Enter first string. That is I am giving now. Okay, na? Enter second string. Mira. Is both strings equal? Is Nagul equal to Mira? No. No. What my output? What is my output? So strings are not equal. Exact కదా. So Nagul is not equal to Mira. So first string consists of Nagul, second string consists of Mira. So these both strings are not equal. That's why here str1 str1 equal str1 str2 not equal to 0. That means it returns condition is failed. If condition is failed, then execute else condition. That is strings are not equal. Now again execute again. Okay. Now compile it. For example, Nagul, I am giving first string in Nagul. In second string also I am giving Nagul. Now is both strings equal? First string consists of Nagul. Second string also consists of Nagul. Now what happened? Observe. Now strings are equal. Yes. Okay. First string consists of text that is Nagul. Second string consists of some text that is Nagul. So both strings consist of same string. That means both strings are equal. Okay. So in this way, string compare strcmp function is used to compare two strings, and then it returns 0 if two strings are equal. It returns not equal to 0 when these two strings are not equal. Okay. Now this is about our compare strings, that is strcmp. Okay. Strcmp. Now string reverse. Okay. Now coming to our string reverse, that is a reverse string. The function is strrev. Okay, na? Function is strrev, string reverse. What happened? So this function is used to reverse the given string. Okay, na? This function is used to reverse the given string. What happened? For example, I am giving one string that is ABC. Using this string reverse, that is strrev function, we can reverse the given string. I am given string that is ABC. It prints CBA. Reverse print. Okay. Na? I am giving ABC, but it prints CBA. CBA. Okay. Na? So in this way, strrev, nothing but string reverse function, is used to print the given string into a reverse. How? So this program demonstrate how given string is printed in reverse order. Okay. Now, yeah, there are two different header files, that is stdio.h hash include string.h. Now coming to our main function, in that one string, that is char str, that is 20. Okay, it can store nothing but str can store 20 different characters. Printf enter string. Okay, I am giving some text into str string, that is yes, get s of str. So this is a read the string and store that string into str. Now print string is percentage s. Yes. No, I am just printing what given, that is str. Now I am printing reverse order. How? Printf reverse string is percentage s. Why percentage s? So I want to print reverse string. That means string. So percentage s. Now the function is strrev of str. What happened? This is the function name of str. So str consists of some text. Okay, strrev function used to reverse the str content. Okay, now what happened here? For example, if this program is executed, the output is enter string. System asks enter string. I am giving Java T port. Java T port. Okay, na? So the given string is here. Okay, the given string is Java T port. Okay, na? We are given Java T port. So the given string is Java T port. Now here printf reverse string is okay, na? So this entire Java T port is reversible. That is TNIO PTAVAJ. So this given string is printed reverse order. Okay, this is about our strrev. Simply, strrev function is used to print the given string into reverse order. The function is strrev of str. That is str means initially we have stored some text in that particular string, that is str. Okay. So this is our string reverse. Coming to our next function, that is str lowercase. String lowercase. Okay, now string lowercase. The function is strlwr. strlwr. This function is used to convert the lowercase letters. This function is used to convert the lowercase letters. That means this function is used to convert the uppercase to lowercase. Input is uppercase, output is lowercase. Input is uppercase, but output is printed as lowercase. So we convert, if we want to convert uppercase to lowercase string, we use this function, that is strlwr. Okay, so simply strlwr function is used to convert the uppercase letters to lowercase letters, uppercase letters to lowercase letters. Okay, now observe this particular program, that is there are two header files and main. In that char str of 20, str string can store 20 characters. Okay, now printf enter string get s of str. So get s of str. That means here I am reading some string. That string, this entire string is stored into str variable, that is str. Okay, now I am printing same string, that is printf string is percentage str. So I am printing same string, that is read. Okay, now coming to our printf lower string. Lower string is I am converting uppercase letters to lowercase. Okay, printf lower string is percentage s, that is strlwr of str. That means this function is convert uppercase letters to lowercase letters. So in this str, we have entered uppercase letter. Uppercase, we have entered uppercase letters. This function is used to convert the uppercase letters to lowercase letters. Okay. Observe this output. For example, system asks enter string. Here, enter string. Enter string. So we have entered Java T. This is the capital. Okay, Java T point. Java T point. In this Java T is the capital. Java T capital. So the given string is Java T point. Now strlwr function is convert this capital to small. So lowercase is Java T point. We are given this. Okay, now strlwr convert output as this. Simply this function is used to convert the uppercase letters to lowercase letter. Okay. For example, we are giving entire that the entire string is capital, so it prints the entire string is in lower. Okay. So this is about our string lowercase strlwr. Coming to our next one, that is string uppercase. Exactly reverse of previous one. Okay. String uppercase. The function is strupr. strupr. What happened here? The string uppercase strupr function is used to convert the lowercase letters to uppercase letters. Okay, lowercase letters to uppercase letters. So consider this example. Header files main in this char str of 20. Str of 20, it can show 20 characters. Okay, now printf enter string. Enter string. This is for message purpose. Get s of str. Now this is for reading the some text, and then this text is stored into our str. Now printf string is our given string is str. Okay, same. Our given string is printed. Now printf uppercase string is percentage yes. This is the function str upr of str. So what happened here? This function convert str. What is the meaning of str? Str consists of some lowercase text together. So this lowercase text convert into uppercase. For example, consider this output. For example, this program is executed. What happened? So enter string. System asks enter string. So we have entered small case letters, that is Java T point. Given string is Java T point. Now output upper string Upper string is. So we have entered these lowercase letters, but it convert uppercase letters. Okay. Na? So previous one uppercase to lowercase. This one lowercase to uppercase. This is about our string uppercase, that is strupr. Okay. Na? So this is about our different types of string functions. String functions. Okay. Na? So string function is completed. Okay. Na? Coming to our next one, string or data conversion. Okay. Na? So this is about our different types of string handling and manipulation functions. Okay. Na? String handling and manipulation functions. Very, very important question. Okay. So one of your set consists of this question has 8 marks. Define string, explain different types of string manipulation or string handling functions. You have to explain definition and this table and examples. This one, okay, and these examples. So enter 7 marks only. Coming to our next topic, that is string or data conversion. String or data conversion. Okay, now what is this? So here C consists of different types of built-in functions. Okay, now in in that function, some of the functions are used to convert string to integer, integer to string like this. Okay, these functions are nothing but string or data conversion functions. Okay, string or data conversion functions. So these functions are used to convert string into integer or integer into string like this. One data type into another data type. Okay, string or data conversion functions are used to convert one data type into another data type. Here there is a one function example. Okay, here there is a one popular function, that is ATOI ATOI function. Okay, so using this ATOI function, we convert string into integer. So with this diagram, for example, I am giving some input as 99 hello. 99 hello. What this string consists? Here there are some digits, some are characters. Some digits, some characters. So ATOI function is used to eliminate string and eliminate characters, nothing but string, and print the only digits print the only digits. So I am giving 19 hello. Okay, na ATOI function filters are convert. Okay, na filter are convert characters and then print only digits. That is 99. Okay, look this. Okay, na 99 hello. But ATOI function filter characters and print only digits. So simply ATOI function is used to convert a string to an integer. Their syntax is int ATOI parameter const str. Okay, na constant here asterisk string. Okay, na asterisk string. This is into symbol and you can this is asterisk. So simply int ATOI. This is the int means integer data type. Integer data type. Why? Because the output is in the form of integer. That's why I am using int data type. Int ATOI function, it consists of it const one character, that is const char string asterisk string. This is the syntax. Now there is another function, that is ATOF. ATOF. What is this? So this is used to convert string to double precision number. Okay, na double precision number. So reverse of that one. So this function ATOF. This is used to convert. This is used to convert string to double precision number. So simply convert to string to number. Okay, na string to number. Previous one filters string to only number. In this, convert a string to double precision number. So here syntax is double data type. Okay, double data type ATOF of string type S. Okay, there is another function, that is ATOL. ATOL. What is this function? This function converts string to long integer. Okay. Na? This function used to convert integer to no string to long integer. String to long integer. Now syntax is long integer type. Okay. Na? Long type ATOL of str type. Str, nothing string. Okay. Na? So this is about our string or data conversion. Simply, I am explaining the three functions. Okay. Na? First one is ATOI, next one is ATOF, next one ATOL. And I am repeating again. ATOI function is used to convert string to integer. ATOF, ATOF is used to convert string to double. ATOL function is used to convert string to long integer. Okay, now string to long integer. So these all are nothing but these all are string or data conversion functions. Okay, now coming to our next topic, that is Morse code. Okay, Morse code. So this is our tomorrow's topic. Okay, I think this is last topic in our chapter. So check once our syllabus. Yes, this is our syllabus where we are now. Arrays completed. Arrays completed strings. Okay, in strings. So to string completed, string manipulation function, string data conversion just completed. Now coming to last topic, that is a example program, that is Morse code. Okay, na? So tomorrow we will complete our second chapter of third unit, that is strings. Okay, na? So strings completed, strings will also complete. So the last topic, that is example program Morse code. Okay, na? So after this one also. Okay, na? So simply we are in end of third unit. We are in end of third unit. Okay, na? Now you can leave, prepare for next class. Thank you.